this team ascending. Can they replace their quarterback? That's the big question as they get ready to kick things off here in Wallace Wade Stadium. Thanks.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Blue Devils offense will get first crack at it today. And now we take a look at Nate Shepard. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. From the shotgun, the inside give. Spins away from the defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Clemson. Took it all the way back to the house.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Turning it on! He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Blue Devils! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously, a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously, a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The handoff to Johnson. Makes it past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now. Yeah, maybe a crease. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually
Makes the grab in their space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Haynes. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Clemson!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot.
There he goes. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got it. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Running inside, it's Haynes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
At the 35, he's got room. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled his way into the end zone. Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to set up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off-play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Campbell. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Campbell. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Hayes. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll give it to Johnson. Got a little grass. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played 1. Boy, they tried to end the 1st quarter on a high note to no avail. 2nd quarter's coming. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's caught, and he is stopped short. You have to get past the marker on that route. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He breaks a tackle. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richardson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Finding some room. Lowers those pads. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. He'll try to do it himself. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Running through contact. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. From the gun, the running back has it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off the play fake. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. On the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. And he's brought down, and he just about took it all the way. How about the timing on the pitch from this quarterback on the option? They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He might want another play. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. Oh, look at the hops. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The handoff to Johnson. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Timeout, Duke. That's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. And the returner will be knocked down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Fires to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he
makes the catch, and he's free. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got his man on the right. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll look to pin him deep. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Utes with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Wallace Wade Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Going to the run to start this second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The run inside, it's Johnson. Maybe some room here. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They've got the screen set up, and the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man. Turns it on him. Snags it and he's open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Wesco's got it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got...
They're headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And his throw is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Rushes on him. Soft spot in the middle. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Nicholas. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. The throw, using the quick game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Campbell. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Man, this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Trying to slam in. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's screen. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. picks up the first down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Clemson set up with another first down. They'll give it to him again. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains. They're doing it.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Another incompletion on third down.
Oh, those are those.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody.
Caught, and he's got room. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Campbell. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Second down coming up. Off play action. Completes it in the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Campbell. Could not make his way to the corner. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Looking for a crease. It's Campbell. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll go to the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Calls his own number. Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Nicholas. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He stopped behind the line again. Had the earlier fumble. They have flat bottled him up in this one. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0.